was a man in the Bible by the name of Moses in Exodus chapter 2. I think it's verse 10 and verse 11. You can read it when you go home and you might know the story. Moses was in charge of some slaves in Egypt. Some people belonging to him and some people belonging to the place where he was in Egypt. So some of his own countrymen, like me, I have some Jamaicans, I may have some Haitians, I may have some Caymanian, so the Jamaicans were my people. So Moses was in charge of some people who were slaves. And one day, he saw two men fighting. One man from a different clan a fight against one of his brother. And Moses said, what that? And he stepped down. He said, what go on here, sir? And he killed the man who was fighting his own brother. The next day, he saw two men fighting, which is his same brother, two of him own brothers fighting. And he went down and he said, what that? And the man said, yo, nobody said nothing to you, you think, say, who give you authority to rule over me? You think you want you come kill me? Like how you kill the man yesterday? And he said, oh Lord, that's all. And immediately Moses had to run away from Egypt because he now had this stigma over him. You following me so far? And he ran away. And he went into a desert and he began to work for a man named Jethro. And one day, this is the punch where I'm coming now. One day while he was in the desert looking after sheep, Jethro's sheep, he was out there looking. He saw a strange phenomenon. Something caught his attention. So him sitting under one nice cool tree. I look upon him sheep there, man. Meh. But over there, he saw something very strange. He saw a bush burning. But the bush wasn't burning up. Him see the fire upon the bush, but the bush not burn. You know you burn so till you say ashes. The bush just burning, but it not burn. So Moses became curious. And him said, but that is strange. Burning bush, but it not burning. I've never seen that. Him said, let me go take a closer look. And he walked towards the burning bush. And as he was getting closer, from out of the bush, the voice of the Lord says, Moses, Moses, don't come any closer. As a matter of fact, take off your sandals, because where you are standing is holy ground. Let me tell you something. When you are rebuilding, and I want to suggest to us this morning that God was rebuilding Moses. He was established, but something happened. And so he now had to be rebuilt. God showed up that he could get Moses' attention. But as he became closer, Moses heard the voices, don't come any closer. Where you're standing is holy ground. I want to leave my first point with you, that in rebuilding, you first have to see God. You can't rebuild on your own. Rebuilding takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot. You have to have fortitude. You have to have faith. You have to have focus. And that is difficult during rebuilding only if you can keep your eyes on God. Only if you can focus on God. And so the first point I want you to get is that you have to see God. So as Moses saw the burning bush, he came into the presence of God. It reminded me of the tabernacle. The tabernacle had three entrances: the gate, the door, and the veil. So he was out in the bush like he was in the outer court. But as he got closer in, he went into the holies of holies, where God says, you're in a holy place.